I gotta get my go-go juice. Parker House rolls are a holiday staple, but those of us with food allergies are always left out and often left to eat a bag of dusty crackers instead. Today, I'm going to show you the recipe that I created for Parker House rolls. These are pumpkin sage. They're vegan, gluten-free, and super buttery and delicious, and way easier to make than traditional Parker House rolls. The first thing you're gonna do is get your non-dairy milk, a kid's hot chocolate temperature where it's a little bit warm. So after I put the non-dairy milk in, I add the sugar, and then you sprinkle the yeast on top, and then you just let it bloom. It needs a minute. I have to do my thing. I have to go meditate. Oat flour, this is 1.5 cups. Bob's Red Mill. Hi, Bob. They use dedicated equipment for all their gluten-free flour, so that's what I use. A 1/4 cup of potato starch, a 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is what holds the crumb together. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. The other thing that I love about this recipe is that it's as easy as making cake, which is you just dump the ingredients in. All right, once that's mixed, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of puree pumpkin, like this. It doesn't have to be organic, but I like organic. You can substitute this for sweet potato as well. 2.5 tablespoons of melted unscented coconut oil. So this is what it looks like when the yeast is activated. It'll start bubbling up. So we'll pour this in. You're gonna mix it up. See, this is it. That's it. Your recipe's done. If you were making Parker House rolls, you'd be punching the dough and then like covering it and then pulling it out, punching it again, rolling it. This is it. I have fresh sage leaves. Do not use dry sage. And I just tear them up like this. I worked in a lot of Italian restaurants and everything was very rustic like this, hand torn. I use 6 for this recipe, and then you just fold it in. It's almost like chocolate chip cookies, but rolls and pumpkin sage. Okay, so I'm ready to pan the rolls, and one step that I include in the cookbook is coating the bottom of the pan with cornmeal, and I do a healthy coating. It's easier to use an ice cream scoop. You can just use a 1/4 cup measure, but I'm always looking for a way to not get my hands super dirty. Leave about, I don't know, what is that, 1/4 inch between each of them. Okay, boom. Oh, sorry, I said boom again. Do you know what's happening now that I'm pretty much 50? Young girls, I'm saying like teenagers, early 20s, they stop me on the street and they say, "Yes, queen."
Queen, skinny legend, Versace boots the house down. Slay queen, hunty mama, and oop daddy work. Charlie X, yet snatch my way.
Oh yes, slay mama. I was younger, I got no attention. But now that I'm like elder, I'm getting so much respect. For those of you afraid of getting old, it's way better on the other side of 50. This part is really crucial. I'm going to get a knife, dip it in this oil agave mixture, 1/2 cup of oil and, I don't know, 1/4 cup of agave nectar. So I'm gonna cut into these rolls, okay? Like that. It's not necessary, but it does give, again, better texture and just like a better presentation on the plate. And I'm going to spoon over each of these rolls a little bit of this agave oil, because it's gonna brown it in the oven, and it just adds a little more, just makes it even better. These are gonna go in the oven at 400 degrees for about 18 minutes, and I'm gonna check on them. A little over halfway done, I'm gonna give it another dose of this glaze. Always I got this uniform off eBay and it's an old Friendly's uniform. It's like Denny's, but from the Midwest. I've started a collection of vintage uniforms ever since my house burned down. I want to start designing new uniforms for the bakery. So stay in touch because I will be doing a fashion show of all my vintage uniforms and I want all of you to weigh in on which look you think should be our next bakery look. Oh look, she came out to show her uniform. Look, it's so cute. She even has a name tag. This way. Waist on thinner. Time for the twerkulator. It's time for the twerkulator. The oven is talking to me and telling me it's time to glaze. It's time. Oh, it's sizzling. Listen to that. Pour this over. Oh yeah. Man, these are gonna be so good. I'm not gonna say boom. I'm not gonna say boom. Put this back in the oven for 5 minutes so that it can crisp up. This isn't a sob story, but I lost my home in the Palisades fire last year, or I guess earlier this year. And my husband grabbed random things. I am so grateful to him that he got the kids and everything out of the house. But like, why did this make it? But now it's an heirloom. We almost need to frame it. Okay. So pretty. But I'm not gonna try it without my butter. You can check my page for this recipe. It's a coconut milk based butter and is so good. It doesn't taste coconutty. Slather it right here. This is so good. The reason why this is so good for the holidays is that it's slightly sweet, but also really salty and savory. And the sage is just a perfect hint, not too much. Oh, my co-star is here. She can handle anything. She's like a house. Be sure to follow and put your notifications on so you don't miss my next gluten-free vegan recipe. And until next time, bye. Oh wait, we say bye with this hand.